Good evening and welcome to tonight's presentation of Noche La NBA, an annual tradition in the NBA celebrating diversity and culture, and always a pleasure to bring it to you. Hi everyone, Kevin Harlan with me tonight, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, and Ali LaForce is reporting on the sidelines. As we get a break in the action now, let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. Look at Orlando. They're second in the conference and looking to finish strong heading into the playoffs. And of course, Washington. They're at the bottom of the conference. And now Washington starting group. Johnson is out there with Trae Young. Then there's Whitmore. Then it's Alexander Sarr. And it's Champagnie in at the format position. And for Orlando, Wagner is in the front court alongside Banchero. The guard pair form will be Suggs and Bane. And it's Carter in at the center. What a treat we have tonight, Greg. These teams give us a glimpse into the future of the NBA.
No doubt about that. These are the guys that might eventually turn into the superstars that run the league. They're still very up and coming, but loads of talent on the floor in this one.
Now, here's Wagner. Against Cleveland, he was really on his game. From outside, off the mark. Young for three, and it's Orlando with the rebound. Outside, Suggs. There's the pick. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Well, that's just the physicality from Suggs. Fighting off defenders in close.
Bane with the steal. We're about 1 minute into the first. Wagner outside. Suggs kicks to Wagner. Pass to Banchero. Clock at 6. The Magic need to get a shot off here. A deep three from Bane. The rebound by Young. To the inside. And they're running. That one goes in.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Now, here's Wagner. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game.
I like the way Carter Jr. plays. He gives you the size, and he gives you the toughness.
Johnson outside. About 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. He's looking for Sarr and finds him.
Precise delivery on the pass. Led him perfectly.
Outside, Suggs. Banchero outside. Banchero draws the double. And that one's good. Wagner.
Tracking the feed. Franz Wagner. Locked in on that shot.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Ali LaForce has dug up for us. Ali, take it away.
I had a chance to catch up with Jamal Mosley. The developing game of Trae Young is something that Coach discussed with his players. Coach said he's been one of the league's assist leaders. Don't get so consumed trying to stop him that you give him the easy passes inside. They know the danger that Young possesses, and we'll see if they can contain him here. Back to you guys.
Thank you once again, Ali. And here's Young, following the three from Franz Wagner. And that one's good. Champagnie.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And that one's good. Wagner. Wagner's got 5.
Well, you have to deny the entry to Wagner. He's just automatic around the rim.
And Stan, you think about the skill level of Trae Young. What makes him, in your opinion, such a tough cover?
Well, I think the best thing about Trae Young, Kevin, is as much of a scorer he is, he's even better as a passer. And so it's hard to commit a second defender to Trae Young all the time because he will find the open people and create great shots for his team.
And so it's Washington with it. After the miss from Desmond Bane. And Whitmore throws it down.
Oh, man, when Cam Whitmore throws it down, you feel bad for the rim.
Wagner with it. Now defended by Sarr. To the middle. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. All right, a chance to check out stats for Paolo Banchero.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
Now here's Johnson. Still scoreless. Connects from three-point range.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. And a chance here to see our rookie watch. The biggest point-producing freshman over the last 10 games. Trey Johnson on top.
He gave them a luxury in those games that a lot of teams just don't have. I mean, being able to plug a rookie in and know he's going to carry his weight offensively.
The Magic trail by 6. Now, here's Wagner. He's got 5. And Caro outside. Back to Wagner. And Carter has it in the corner. 4 on the clock. Will it go? And that's good. Runs Wagner for 3. Wagner's got a couple of threes now in the first with the Magic. So the Magic, their last game, a win against the Cavaliers. Inside, Champagny. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. As we know, late in the year, Coach, more eyes are drawn to games around the NBA.
Yeah, Kevin, I talk to fans in the East who stay up late to watch Pacific Division matchups. Interest always builds as that postseason picture starts to come into focus.
The first one falls. And this is the second full season for Brian Keefe as head coach of the Wizards.
Even in a rebuild, setting culture matters. Keefe's approach, accountability, teaching, and no shortcuts.
Good on both. And so it's Suggs who brings up the ball for Orlando. It's a 5-point game. Coming into this, having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
Tremendous poise on the offensive end. Overall, they did not settle for bad shots.
No, you're not going to lose many games shooting the percentage they did. That takes a disciplined effort.
You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
Here's Young. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Yeah, and despite his size, Young is never intimidated taking it off the dribble.
Pass to Carter. Kicks it out to Wagner. Here's Banchero. 6 on the shot clock. Rebounded by the Wizards. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd. And that's obviously easier said than done.
Well, on the road, your defense needs to withstand runs from the other side, and that wasn't the case for them.
Here's Suggs, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Suggs has got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, finessing his way around down low. Suggs found an opening for the score.
Young pass to Sarr. Here's Whitmore. And Whitmore throws it down.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Wagner finds Banchero. Outside, Payne. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
The defenses should always expect this from Payne. He's a skilled distance shooter.
Johnson inside. Guarded by Bain. Good work defensively by Carter. Orlando's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. Here's it's up. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
When the defense is playing off you like that, you want to be able to convert. But that time, he just couldn't get it done.
Shot by Champagny, no good. Magic have gone 8 of 14 from the field in the first quarter. And Banchero, here we go. And stolen by Song. Pass to Johnson. And it's Desmond Bane with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Third team foul. Substitution on the court.
And here's Young. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Heat in Miami.
Yeah, he is so good with that floater. Trae Young showing off the touch right there.
Here's Black, trailing by 4. Banchero outside. Fires at the elbow. That one drops for him.
So that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now, here is Young. He seems to always be finding ways to score, averaging around 23.5 points a game. Shot by Champagny, no good. The Magic shooting an impressive 60% early. Pass to De Silva. Bane looking around. Banchero outside. Shot clock at 6. Here's De Silva. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. So it's Washington now. And he drives in, and it's Anthony Black with the foul. That's his first foul. And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
Fans, get ready for your Magic Dancers.
Checked in for Bane. The Wizards also changing it up. Vucevic is checked in, and it's Koulibaly in for Whitmore. Johnson outside. Takes it inside, and he gets it to go. Johnson's got 5.
Look at Johnson moving downhill. A change of pace from a guy who favors finding the jumper.
Black kicks to Banchero. And here we go. Sarr heading to the hoop. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And the big fella, Alex Sarr, showing promise. Craig, especially at the defensive end of the floor.
Yeah, I mean, great mobility for a 7-footer. That's invaluable for a big man in today's game. And has the makings of a modern offensive game as well.
First one falls for him.
There's just so much potential for Sarr. He's got that Wemby-like build with a lot of skill.
The Magic making a switch here. Wagner's checked in. Both free throws good from Sarr. So, Stan, when you look at how the Magic defend, can you remember a time when so many of the league's best defenses were all so young?
Well, Kevin, it's something we associate with more veteran teams, but the modern game is so demanding, it may be tilting toward these young legs.
Now, here's Wagner. He's got 8 over Young. Rebound, Washington. Sarr's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Vucevic. Rebound by the Magic. 1:53 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Black, covered by Johnson. Black, no good.
And we talk about the importance of protecting the rim. Right there, outstanding defense.
Johnson, the pass to Sarr. Back to Johnson. 6 to shoot. And it's Faulkner with the rebound.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Here's Black. Talking about that win against the Cavaliers, he was definitely a major factor as well.
Well, with his size and athleticism, it's not hard for Wagner to get up there.
Pass to Vukcevic. Now, here is Young. From outside the arc, bangs home the trifecta. Young's got 7 points in the game.
Great three-point shooting here out of the gate. That makes 4 makes already from long distance.
Now, here's Howard. He's defended by Koulibaly. Here's Faulkner with the three. And Vukcevic pulls it down. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Young. The three. He can't get that one. Here's Black. Comes up empty down low.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
And so it's the Washington Wizards headed to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We come back right after this. Buenas noches, basketball fans. It's Latin night here on 2K Sports. You might have noticed the custom jerseys worn by the players. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Wizards.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And also, guys, they're out-muscling their opponent. The points in the paint are piling up because of that aggressiveness.
So on the floor for Washington, Russell is out there with Carlton Carrington. Then there's Gill. Then it's Koulibaly. And it's Vukcevic in at the center, locking down the middle.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Number 1, Jack Howard.
And that one misses. And this Wizards team, Greg, giving its young players every opportunity to develop.
Yeah, these young guys were the NBA equivalent of drinking from a fire hose. But after years of just treading water and mediocrity, I think the fans appreciate the clear sense of direction from this group.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie Laporte.
Thank you. The Magic building up a roster of players who beat up. Coach Jamal Mosley said, your culture is the type of guys you bring in, the type of people you have around. If you're a defensive team, then you probably have defensive guys. You can't be that and have all shooters that can defend. Back to you, Kev.
Yeah, you're right. They've got great personnel. Thanks a lot, Allie. It's picked off. They push it up 4 on 3. Here's Carrington. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
Now, here's Wagner. He's got 10. Wagner with it. And Vukcevic pulls it down. Here's Carrington. The shot misses. Good D by Howard. Here's Black. He's guarded by Russell. Pass to De Silva. Back to Black. The layup off target. Washington leading now by 6. And GA, you know, some people argue that defense has declined in recent years. Would you agree?
I think mostly it's just harder to defend in today's game. You have to cover so much more ground, and with the lack of physicality, it just makes it more challenging.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. So for the Magic, Carter comes in for Mo Wagner. And it's Carter in for Howard. Then for the Wizards, Champagne's checked in. And it's Whitmore in for Gill. So we can't get either to fall. And with the goal of improving offensively, Stan, the Magic have made some moves.
Well, this is a team that hasn't been inclined to make many trades in the past. But with the young star talent they possess comes the urgency to win now. Well, keep in mind, Carter has run these sets countless times. He's reliable when it comes to knowing where to go.
Harrington, that's good.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Pass to Black. Carter right side. And finished off by Carter.
Oh, Carter Jr. bringing the under.
Just a terrific perspective of that dunk from the Connected Cam. Brought to you by AT&T. Washington leading now by 5. Here's Carrington. Young from outside. It's hauled in by the Magic.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Carter on the wing. Wagner outside. Shot clock at 6. Fires it up. Rebound by Young.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
Now, here is Young. He's got 7. Pass to Koulibaly. Lets it go from deep. Young's shot is off.
Yeah, not his best night in terms of shot selection. Lucky for him, his teammates have picked up the slack.
That is good, and the Wizards lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Black.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy.
And please give a big round of applause for your next team.
So for the Magic, Paolo Banchero's checked in for Wagner. And it's Bain in for Anthony Black. Alexander Saw, he's checked in for the Wizards. And the Wizards with possession. 3-point lead. Whitmore. That shot off. Young against Carter. Koulibaly with the steal. It's Young on the wing. The Wizards working the ball around now. And that one's good. Champagnie.
Well, that's a breakdown defensively. Can't afford to give him those kind of looks.
Carter, the pass to Banchero. Left side, Bain takes the 3, drills the 3-pointer. De Silva's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
And sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
The Magic trail by 3. Outside, Bain. Carter. 5 to shoot. And the turnover again by Orlando. And now you see the 2K leaderboard. Not only have these teams caused a lot of turnovers over the last 10 games, but they've scored off them as well. 5th on the list, the Magic.
I mean, they've gotten a little more aggressive defensively. You can become a more confident team on that end, and so much of it, I think, has to do with forcing turnovers and creating offense.
Here's Koulibaly. His last outing, he had 8 points. Here's Champagny. It's stolen by Bankero. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
To stand in terms of emerging young stars, Bankero is very high on that list.
Well, he sure is, Kevin, because he can create shots for himself and his teammates. And as we've already seen in his early years, this guy is at his best in the playoffs, and that's a trait you're always looking for.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Javon Carter. That's his first foul. And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Suggs, he's checked in for the Magic. And a switcher also for Washington. Johnson's checked in. Whitmore. His last outing, he had 18 points. Down low. Pass to Champagny. Payne with the steal. Bankero looking around. Outside, Payne. And here's Bankero. Bankero drives the double. 4 on the shot clock. Here's De Silva. Rebound by Johnson.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. Stolen by Carter. And here we go with the Magic fast break. Bankero passes to Carter. Out to the wing. Bankero kicks to Suggs. Just 5 to shoot. Over Johnson. And it's Suggs missing. Washington trailing. Pass to Young. Here's Champagny. He's got 10. Johnson left side. And he can't stop the run as he misses. Orlando's gotten it going from downtown in the second quarter. They're 3 of 3 on three-pointers. Carter kicks to Bane. Over to the left wing. Bankero is screened for Suggs. Rebound, Washington. Their last meeting was in Orlando, where they were unable to fight off the Magic.
You got to give them an A for effort. Just fell a little bit short in that one.
Yeah, and sometimes that's what happens in this league. You can play your A game and still get beat.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Orlando's gone 6 of 10 from three-point range, up over 50% for the ball game. Abner outside. Pass to Bankero. Now Suggs. Young with the steal. Here's Champagny. Lots of room. The basket good. Off the assist from Young. Young's got 4 assists now tonight. Orlando, they've gone 8 of 14 in the second quarter on field goal attempts. Wagner outside. Banchero right side. Wagner with a screen for Banchero. And play stops. Whistling what looks to be an illegal screen.
Well, that's 2 really unproductive trips in a row, ending in turnover.
Wizards have gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. Pass to Song. And here is Johnson. Black defending. Johnson's shot is off.
And we haven't seen them be quite as aggressive driving the basketball, settling far too much for jumpers.
Outside, Suggs. And Sarr pulls it down. Sarr's got his 6th rebound on the night. From 6 away. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Champagny's got 7 now in this quarter. Suggs looking around. Wagner on the wing. Let's go. Up again. Second shot opportunity. And it's Suggs missing.
Yeah, look, if I'm his coach, I'm going to get him involved in another way. Set a screen, get an assist, something to reset his mind a little bit.
Johnson, a wide open look. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Johnson's got the lead up to 7 now for the Wizards. Pass to Black. Kicks it out to Wagner. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
Orlando's gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Black the pass to Wagner. Clock at 6. Lets it go. They grab their own miss. That one's good, and the Washington Indians took to just 5 points in the basket from Wagner.
Yeah, great job by Wagner, throwing around that big body on the offensive glass.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Wizards lead by 5. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Running out on the wings, they'll have Bane and Wagner. Down low, it's Banchero and Carter. And it's Suggs in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. Now, here's Bane. Wagner a screen on Song. Bane passes to Banchero. To the paint. And then Carter with the dunk.
Always a threat to score. Banchero, that time with a sweet find.
Young dishes to Johnson. Young sets a screen for Johnson. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
And this is a guy who is really comfortable with the ball in his hands. Suggs so dangerous in the pick and roll.
Back to Young. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Assist goes to.
And that's now 9 points for Trae Young.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Pass to Carter. Back to Bane. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Stan, I'll ask you, what about Desmond Bane stands out to you the most?
Kevin, I would say what stands out the most is how this guy has improved and added to his offensive game. Came into the league as basically a shooter, but now he has added playmaking and shot creation to his game. He can put the ball on the floor, take it to the basket and finish, or set up his teammates. Yeah, Bane's improvement over the years has been steady. He's become an impactful player on both ends.
He hits both from the stripe.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks, guys. Trae Young is getting recognition for his playmaking. He said, I've been top 5 in assists since I've been in this league, but I've been able to score so easily. People consider that selfish at times. I'm not even worrying about what people got to say. I know what I do. Kevin?
Yeah, tuning out the noise. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. Orlando with the ball, following the bucket by the Wizards. Bane kicks to Banchero. Wagner outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from Banchero. Wagner's got 13 points. And so Young will bring it up for Washington. A 2-point game. This one for 3. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pass to Banchero. It's good. This game is all even. He's got 6.
That's a perfect 4 for 4 to open up the second half. Couldn't have asked for a better start after the break.
And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust.
Jalen Suggs. Some impressive play from him over the last month. And how about his top 10 ranking and free throw percentage? A knockdown shooter, ultra reliable from the line.
And yeah, he's one of the dead-eye sharpshooters in the game for sure. A top 5 percentage guy from deep. Just a hard man to slow down. Pass to Champagny. Back to Johnson. Wide open. That's good on the jump shot. Johnson's got 6 in the quarter. Orlando, they've gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the third quarter. Bounce pass Suggs. Bane against Johnson. Bane passes to Carter. Clock is at 3. Here's Wagner. Not enough on that one as it misses.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Nailed from three-point land. And now a 5-point Wizards lead. Now here's Suggs. He's got 6. Over in the corner, Banchero. Banchero draws the double. They get it back. Outside, Suggs. Banchero, a screen on Young.
Suggs just staying active and goes to the line now.
Hey guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Wizards.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific. Doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
And the first one drops.
Well, one thing you like about Jalen Suggs is this guy's a hard worker. You see that on the court, and you see it off in the way he's continued to work on his game.
And the Magic making a change here. Wagner's checked in. Both good from the line that time.
Well, each year, Suggs comes on a little stronger, and he has really improved his efficiency.
Here's Johnson, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Desmond Bain. The Wizards shoot their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
And the first one at the line is good.
And when you think of promising young scorers, Trey Johnson has to come to mind quickly. This rookie has major upside in that category.
And both free throws good for Johnson. The Magic trail by 5. Pass to Banchero. Wagner on the wing. Young with the steal. Here's Sarr. The basket good. Off the assist from Young. Sarr's got the lead up to 7 now for the Wizards. And Wagner's got the ball here for the Magic. Pass to Bain. Launches a 3. Trains it from beyond the arc. Bain's got 11 points.
Yeah, Bain is dangerous from three-point land. The defense has to chase him off that line.
Shoots. And it's Whitmore missing.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Gets it to fall. The bucket from Bain.
Well, when Bain gets going, he can be a problem for defenses. He'll become a real force on the offensive end.
Now, here is Young. He's got 9. So the wing on the left. Here's Sarr. Oh, good on the triple.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Wagner. A kick out to Bain. Wagner with a screen for Suggs. Back to Bain. Shot clock at 5. Deep 2 from Wagner. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. Washington has gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Johnson outside. Sarr with a screen on Bain. Here's Johnson. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Johnson's got 10 points in just the second half. And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Checked in for Wagner. And a switcher also for Washington. D'Angelo Russell's checked in for Trae Young. Here's Suggs. 8 points for him. To the left wing. Banchero left side. Up and in on the left. Banchero's got 8 points.
Oh, the defense puts contact on Banchero inside, but he just bullies right through it.
Pass to Champagnie. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And we can talk all we want about their best, but from three-point range, these point guards have been filling it up for the past month. Jalen Suggs on top. In the third spot, Trae Young.
You know, if there are no other options available, any of these guys can just step back and knock down a triple. Great backup plan for any point guard to have.
And when your one can hit threes himself, makes the offense so tough to stop.
And Orlando making a change here. De Silva's checked in. Black kicks to Bain for the lead. Rebounded by the Wizards. Champagne's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Saar. Nice ball movement by Washington. To the inside. Johnson. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
This is what Coach and Johnson's teammates want to see. The rookie continuing to find shots tonight.
Bounce pass Black. They set the screen. It's blocked. And that one's good. Champagne. Now it's a 6-point Wizards lead.
No hesitation. He just takes off and takes it the distance.
Well, the best way to attack is in transition. He recognizes that.
Here's Black. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Sinks the triple. Black's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Black wants to keep getting better as a shooter. Draining shots like this will certainly help his confidence.
Russell inside. Working on Black. Russell no luck. And Carroll outside. And now here's Johnson, a fast break chance. Russell from long range. Kept alive. Johnson can't get it to go. The Magic trail by 3. Black with it. He has 5. Payne for 3. Hits it from 3-point range. Payne's got 10 points in just the 2nd half. Pass to Champagnie. Back to Russell. Whitmore finds Johnson. Now Russell. Black defending. 13 feet away. And it's blocked.
Great job staying connected by Black. Using his 6'7" length on defense.
Pass to Banchero. Outside, Bain. Over Johnson. And again, it's Orlando converted.
Well, he's a reason why they're winning right now. He's been efficient offensively, and his confidence continues to grow.
And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. Desmond Bain really making a difference here.
He is absolutely dialed in from outside. And he closes out on him much quicker when he's lining up those threes.
The Magic having a switch here. Wagner's checked in. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for D'Angelo Russell.
And you can never fully predict these long-term trends, but it's apparent that the production has been on the decline here a bit. That doesn't mean it will stay that way. And look, so many ways he can impact the team as well. Not always just about the scoring.
Here's Carrington. He's got 7. Spins. Here's Vucevic. De Silva with the rebound. The Magic with the lead. Pass to Wagner. Stolen. Young looking it over. To end the cold streak, here's Carrington. That 3 off the mark. And Wagner's got the ball here for the Orlando Magic. They get to take on the Heat at Miami after this one. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. Koulibaly with the steal. Lays it in off the breakaway. Koulibaly's got it all tied up now for the Wizards. Orlando's gone 4-6 from 3-point land since the start of the 2nd half. There's 25 seconds left in the 3rd quarter of the game. And that one's good. Wagner.
Textbook play call by Black. And the moment it opens something up, he's making the pass. Well done.
Young, no good.
Yeah, not at his most efficient this quarter. He's got to work on finding high percentage shots.
They get it again. And that one's good. Wagner. And now a 4-point Orlando lead.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, they need to pay attention to the details. Second chance points are backbreakers.
And we've reached the end of the third. Magic out in front, up by 4. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Fourth quarter on the court for the Wizards. They've got Trae Young. Gill is out there with Koulibaly. Then there's Carlton Carrington. And it's Vukcevic in at the 5, roaming the paint. Black, no good. Wizards trail by 4. Now Koulibaly. Young in the corner. And he's good on the 3-ball. Young's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Wizards. Carter with a screen on Young. Black the pass to Carter. Young with the steal. Here's Koulibaly. Finish off the break.
Yeah, and you got to go back to the defensive anticipation of Trae Young. He got that break started.
Carter with the screen. Pass to Black. There's the 3. Sinks the three-pointer. And the Magic lead by 2. Game winding down, and they just keep changing leads.
And guys, no separation yet, and I really don't think we're going to see any all the way down.
Young's shot is good.
Well, that is some slick dribbling there from Young. This guy beats you in so many different ways.
Here's Black. Pass to Carter. 6 on the shot clock. Nifty move. And he sinks the layup.
Well, that's where Carter wants the ball. Foul line down.
Here's Carrington. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Now here's Howard. Out left to the wing. Shoots. Rebound, Washington. Vukcevic just got his 5th rebound in this one. Swiped it away. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Black. That one good for 2. Black's got the lead up to 4 now for the Magic.
Yeah, it looks like he hit the reset button at halftime. Not sure if it was a mechanical issue, but he's looked much more confident offensively.
Now, here is Young. Misses from short range. Pass to De Silva. 3-pointers off the mark.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Carrington, that's good. The Magic have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Black kicks to Wagner. Inside, Carter. The rebound by Young. Young's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It seems to be an overlooked part of Trae Young's game, but GA, he's led the NBA in total assists a few times.
No doubt. You initially think about Trae shooting, scoring, but he also runs the offense really well and wants to facilitate.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Magic. Suggs comes in for Howard. Alexander Saw, he's checked in for the Wizards. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Jamal Mosley was saying to the team. Coach telling their team, this is a tight one. We need full effort defensively, 1 or 2 stops, and we will win this game. A coach preaching defense, a familiar tune.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report.
Well, guys, what I love about Young is you cannot break his will. Great mental and emotional toughness.
And so Young nails them both. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Suggs against Young. Suggs kicks to Black. Here he goes. And he makes good on the layup. Black's got 7 points for the quarter.
Well, Black is a smooth athlete. I like it when he gets downhill.
Young with no one around. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Wagner left side. Knocks down the step-back James. Now it's a 4-point Orlando lead.
Well, with Franz standing 6'10", it's just so tough to disrupt his jump shot.
Pass to Carrington. Wizards passing it around. Now Young, just 4 to shoot. Traps in the tray. Young's got 12 points here in the second half.
Well, he's going back to the arc. He might be building some momentum from range here in the second half.
Suggs passes to Wagner. Here's a look at the schedule for the Magic. On Saturday, they'll be facing Bam Adebayo and the Miami Heat. And then on Monday, they'll continue the road trip, heading out to Atlanta to take on the Hawks.
You know, most teams might get worried at a long road schedule like this one, but they've been so good away from home. I think they might be looking forward to it. You have to respect what this team can do when they're in your building.
And he knocks down the first one.
Yeah, and Wagner is a solid big man. He's someone that's going to give you everything he's got every time he's on the floor.
Paolo Banchero's checked in for Orlando. The Wizards also changing it up. Champagne's checked in, and it's Whitmore in for Koulibaly.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
Saw the pass to Champagne. Pulls up. And it's Whitmore missing.
Well, he's going to have some explaining to do on the sideline about why he took that shot.
Yeah, you know, back in the day, you'd be taking a seat. Now, unfortunately, it seems like we see too many ill-advised shots.
And here's Young from the arc.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Black the pass to Banchero. Banchero drives the double. Pass to De Silva. Young with the steal. To tie it up. Kept alive by Washington. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And the length of SAR is a lot to deal with. Sometimes the defense has to foul.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Orlando?
Well, you've got to like that they're not settling. They're attacking the defense on the drive and creating great looks.
And we're also seeing a lot from them at the arc in this one. Tonight, it's been all about that 3-ball for these guys.
The first free throw is good.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Both free throws good from Saw. Here's Suggs. Pass to Banchero. the drive. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Third personal foul.
An aggressive, creative player on the attack. I like seeing Banchero get those whistles.
Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, good from Banchero.
And a big man who can do a little bit of everything. Banchero's future is certainly bright.
And he makes the first, but misses the second.
Well, they should be looking at a 3-point lead. Hopefully for them, that miss won't cost them.
Well, you gotta love the confidence this kid plays with. Johnson feels like he can score inside whenever he wants.
Bounce pass from Banchero. Carter finds Suggs. Into the lane. And Suggs throws it down.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this team, GA, going in their direction.
Yeah, what a huge dunk. Making a statement right there.
But still, eventually, you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
Carter with a screen on Johnson. There's the lob to Carter. And here they come. Moving it up. Here's Young. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Suggs has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Outside, Bain. Pass to Banchero. And so it looks like the Magic will retain possession here.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He has decided it's the right time to talk. Wagner's checked in for Orlando. Young against Suggs. Lock at 6 over Young. And that one is good from Suggs. Suggs has got the lead up to 4 now for the Magic.
And when you look at Suggs' numbers, here's a guy who has really improved his shooting.
Back to Young. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Young's got 14 points here in the second half.
Just a heroic scoring effort from him this quarter. He's doing everything he can to will them back into this game.
Wagner passes to Banchero. Shot by post. Again, the Magic score.
No matter where he is on the court, Banchero is a threat to score. He has that type of offensive game.
Sar with it. Pass to Young. It's up a 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Young's got 24 points.
Well, he wants the ball in his hand. Young wants to be that guy to hit the shot.
Wagner passes to Banchero. Wagner with a screen for Banchero. Now Carter drips it down with 2 hands.
Well, those are huge points. Carter Jr. steady as they come.
And here's Young. Johnson outside. To tie it up. Cleared away by Wagner.
And they've controlled the glass throughout this game, but it's still close.
It's in there.
A ton of confidence for Banchero. Big moments, no pressure.
Now Whitmore. Missed on the 3.
They need buckets to stay in this game. That's not the shot they're looking for.
Here Here's Van Carroll. Van Carroll draws the double. Carter with a screen on Johnson. Bain, he's off from 3. Wizards trail by 5. Now Johnson. Cleared away by Suggs. Bain, outside. Driving in. Now Suggs.
Well, Suggs has gained confidence as a scorer. He doesn't mind getting hit inside like that.
Third team foul. At the line for Orlando, Jalen Suggs. 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. Second one is good. Being both at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Good job converting at the line and helping to build this lead.
For 3. The shot misses.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a coach.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Now, Bain. After the missed 3 from Trae Young. Suggs outside. And stolen by Whitmore. Johnson.
Lots of fight from this kid, Johnson, the rookie, with some moxie.
Foul. Third team foul. Shooting for the Wizards, Trae Johnson. 2 shots.
Gets the first, and that brings them within 8. And Johnson drops them both. Here's Wagner. 32 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Van Carroll with the screen. Oh, the dunk!
And it's just competing. Giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
So it's Orlando winning this one. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, it never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Allie LaForce, and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Wendell Carter.